Jane and John Doe with $2 says, expand on your Kiwi Farms post. Oh, yeah, someone just said, what, is Aaron a fucking pussy? He won't do what Kurt and Sean are doing with the Supertips thing. And I'm just like, look, we're fucking working on it. When did Kurt do his thing? Like yesterday? Give me a minute. I never really gave a shit, to be honest with you. But now that it's Kurt and now that it's Sean and it's these other people, it would be kind of fun. Like, I want to do it for the goof. I want to do it because it would be funny and it would upset people who are really gross and really disgusting people. But there's also another person I want to talk to, two other people I want to talk to, because I think they want to get involved. I mentioned this thing to them, and they have a vested interest in getting involved in it. So I want to, I think they want me to wait for them. And I think they want me to kind of like, because they're not as knowledgeable in all this stuff. Not that I'm knowledgeable in the legal end. I just mean like what's going on, like just getting them up to speed. So I'm going to talk to them about that and maybe go forward with them. I don't know. I just, it happens all the time. Like when evil people, when bad people start to get to their machinations and they go, hey, I've got it. Start your watch, because it is the countdown to them completely decimating themselves. They cell phone and they self-destruct. And I think that's what you're seeing now. They overreached with this. What that whole Supertips thing was it was a half-cocked, half-brained, half-thought-out, poorly put together thing. The only benefit they had was that it was just being used by a bunch of nobodies, people with no audience or people who were, basically my audience. And I wasn't going to fucking, bother them or anything like that. It's just people like that eventually expose themselves because they can't help it and they're not very bright. And when you're not very bright, you become your own worst enemy. And now you got Kurt, you got Sean, and then you got a couple of other people. And then I guess it just kind of, like I said, their lives are kind of just in my hands, and I have to decide what I'm going to do about it. Kooky for Tukey says, if you're talking about Gino and Kiki literally begged Patrick to be on Supertips. No, I'm not talking about Gino and Kiki. Those two they're like Kurt and Sean. They're on the internet. They can kind of fend for themselves. I'm talking about people who aren't, who have said, hey, if I wanted to do X, Y, or Z, how would I do that? And I was planning on helping those people already. I just didn't think I was going to get involved myself yet. But now I think it would be really funny to just all at once, just fire away at this stuff. So no, not Chino and Kiki. They can handle themselves. Here's all I'll say about the Supertips thing. It doesn't offend me. It doesn't bother me. Like I said, if I'm going to fuck around, it's going to be funny. But I never consented to it. I never gave my written consent, and I am owed money. And we can talk about a dollar figure. I mean, I would love to allow them to be able to make a living, because without me, these people will fucking starve. And that's the truth of it. And I don't want to hurt anybody. I like to have fun. I'm not here to like completely burn or bury anybody. I win every day I hit go live. So I don't give a shit if other people make a dime off me. But name, image, and likeness, I should get compensated. I don't think anyone would be stupid enough to have to pay money out the nose to me in like action, rather than just sit down and say, oh shit, well, yeah, I do need you in order to make a living. So Aaron, how much do you need? I'll cut you a check every month and it'll be naming rights and we'll work out a deal. That'd be fine with me. I mean, basically it's all in my hands and I can decide, are we going to do this the easy, you get to decide, are we going to do this the easy way or the hard way? We can do it my way, which is the easy way. Or we can, if you want to go on the road to ruin, you can do that too. I could do it right when Kurt and Sean are doing it. But I know there's a couple other people who want a piece of this. And I guess when they go, I have to decide if I'm going to go. And I don't know. Like I said, I've never given my consent. I still don't give my consent. My name, image, and likeness is for sale. And I know how much it's worth. It's worth thousands of dollars a month to these people. And I would talk about that check. But until then, no, certainly don't have my authorization. 383 Novocaine says Melton said he sold super chats to some sucker and doesn't give a shit what people say. Lies. Yeah, Patrick does this defense mechanism thing, and I've caught him doing it multiple times on the show. Whenever he's in trouble or he's very worried about something, he just lies about it, hoping people like me go away, or Kurt, or Sean go away. He did it with the Will Heron email thing. He went, oh, well, if Aaron didn't send it, maybe his girlfriend did. Or there was the Nick Kiwi Farms thing with Null, where he's like, oh, it's really embarrassing, but Nick probably didn't do that. Or like when he got caught admitting that Nick sent him all the Google stuff, and he has it, and he got caught doing all the other stuff. He sent screenshots of stuff that he didn't post and said, see, it was all a joke, ha, 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 because he thinks you'll back off and you won't go after him anymore because it triggers the fuck out of him. But the tragedy of Patrick Melton, and I'm sure this is going to sound really disrespectful, but it's very true. He's not anywhere near as smart as he wants to be. That's the unfortunate reality of him. He's just lucky I exist. Jane and John Doe says, Pedotips is morally gray and legally shaky with anyone smart enough to bother to read the POS. Who would invest? Roman Polanski? Yeah, that's just it. That's Melton's lie, so that he can, when he's worried that these people are coming after him, he can try to back them off. There ain't nobody buying that. It's a fucking lawsuit magnet, and if they're buying it, it's for $5,000.